Yo, yo, Mr. Plinker. How you doing, buddy? Nice little morning. Got a little bit of testing to do, so I figured I would come out here and do a little bit of that testing live. Might be fun. My dog's going to be a fucking asshole the whole time. Hey, shut up. Yeah, we'll see how this all goes. He's barking at everything that moves around. Yo, second place Joe. How you doing, bud? So, I'm about ready to go ahead and shoot that video for Ghost White bands. Point 4. I've been just way too busy to do anything. So, we'll see how everything goes then, but here we go. We've got some Ghost White on here on how I would shoot them, just plinking in the backyard. I've got a good 600 shots in this little cup here. And, well, we're just going to keep on shooting them. This frame, along with those ammos, and we're going to shoot them until they're done. And that's pretty much how it's going to go. And if they happen to break in between, yo, how's it going, Andrew? If they happen to break before that, I'm going to switch to a pickle fork. Or if I need a break, I'll switch to a pickle fork. And I did bring some backup ammo, so we should be good. Just so I'm not mixing up the numbers. And we'll get a good idea of how many we're shooting. Yo, Mo, how's it going, bud? I'm a little extra prepared. I've got one coffee in here. And if that one ends up being done, I got another one right here. So, should be good. Got to stay hydrated. Yo, Double D's, how's it going, buddy? Lurkin, what's up? Lurkin Sam? So I figure we should probably get rocking and rolling on this. So I'm gonna grab my first. Hey, morning, Hoggy. I'll grab my first handful of ammo here. Just stick it to the magnet, and we're gonna keep on going. And hopefully, fucking dog, man. I'm telling you, I love that dog. I love him with all my heart. But he's so freaking annoying. I'm probably gonna have to put him inside if he doesn't want to listen. Start slinging and pinging. Yeah, here we go. How's that Avro treating you there, Mr. Part-Time? All right. I guess here we go. It's always good to hit the first one. Yeah. Benny just wants to play all day long, every day. Hey, Ben. Why do you gotta stand there, bro? Come on over here. I'm gonna have to take his ball away. Give me a second. No. No. It's not time for that now. You can hang out here with me if you want. But it's not time for that now. No. No. It's quiet time. I haven't shot in like 2 weeks either. This is going to be a brutal day. I'm going to stink it up for sure. Might even be longer than 2 weeks, actually. Yeah. We had no shooting last week. And I can't remember if we went live the week before, but that's pretty much where all my practice comes in, is shooting on these lives. But I've done quite a bit of shooting so far with these Ghost White bands. they've been pretty good. I like the feel of them. The draw's pretty light. They shoot pretty quick. We're going to be doing the review pretty soon. Probably this week sometime. I just want to get a good feel on how many shots I'll be able to get out of these things. With a maxed out band set, I don't know how it's going to be. We'll have to see. But once we get these things, once we get them maxed out, we'll really know what the top speeds are and what the top draw weight's going to be. But we'll definitely figure out, give you a good kind of balance on the difference between a maxed out band set, how many shots you're going to get out of it, and a band set like this. Fuck, I'm having trouble today. A band set like this, and then we'll have an idea of what kind of speeds we're going to get, what kind of longevity we're going to get. But it's going to be interesting. I'm shooting like shit today, man. Wow, that's bad. Yeah, Benny's a handful, man. Yo, what's up, Russ? If you don't keep him constantly occupied and playing with him, he's just a fucking absolute pain in the ass. He'll bark at you nonstop and chase you around and get into things and start destroying shit. Yeah, how's it going, JR? It's going pretty good, man. One of them kind of got a handle on it. Only complaint is the target side frame is a little sharp. It'd be one of my holy grails. Oh, you find it a little bit sharp on the target side? Yeah, I actually prefer that. That's why I do it like that. Even on mine too, it's a very kind of sharp around the edge. But you know what? If you want, you could send it back to me. I'll sand it down, or you could do it yourself. You just sand it down a little bit with your finger, with a piece of sandpaper, a high grit sandpaper, or I'll send you some if you want, and you can give it a little sandpaper down, and then slap it on a buffing wheel. But if you want, send it back, and I'll send it back to you, and I'll round that off for you a little bit. No, Joe Rogan's barber is much better than mine. This is like me feeling like a hippie. It's looking pretty bad, actually. I should probably cut it before I go out tonight. It's gonna take some dialing in today, I think. Now you want to go inside? There we go. He went inside. That's good. Yeah. He becomes a quite a distraction if he's not occupied. It's like a little kid sometimes. If you're not making sure he's got something to do the whole freaking time, he goes bonkers on you. Oh, had a nice little run there. How much is an aluminum Avro? Like something like this you're talking about? Yeah, the split core. Yeah, the split cores are rounded quite a bit, only because of the micarta. I think if you leave the micarta too sharp and you drop it, they chip easily. That's why I went with the G10. The G10 is much sharper. And the thing is, when I set it up, I always line up that sharp edge in my finger crease, which is why. Are .45 rubber bands best for precision shooting? Here's the thing. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but check this out. The lower, depending on what ammo you're shooting, for example, I shoot 1/4 inch steel, so in that case, it's not so bad. Um, 0.45 is probably as high as I'd go. 0.5 is a little bit too much overkill for this size ammo. But basically, what I do, and if you're shooting let's say, for example, you're shooting 3/8 steel, and you're able to find a setup that can reduce your draw weight. The more you reduce your draw weight, the more precise you're going to be when you're shooting. And if you could do that all the way through, and follow those same tips, even with a smaller size ammo, you would just match that ammo with the bands that you're shooting. So if you're shooting 0.45 or 0.5, if you're shooting 1/4 inch or 5/16 steel, 0.45 would be pretty good. With the 1/4 inch steel, I shoot 0.4. When I'm shooting 5/16 ammo or 8 mil steel, I shoot either 0.45 or 5. I never shoot higher than that. And in my experience, I haven't really been able to get much greater speeds out of it that's controllable with a heavier band set. So when I'm shooting let's say 9.5 mil steel, I shoot like 0.7, 0.65, but 0.7 I tune them with a taper where I could reduce my draw weight. I'm still getting the amount of speed that I need to do the task that I'm shooting. If I'm just out here shooting at targets like this, there's no reason to be shooting blistering speeds. All I got to do is get it down range and hit it. So that's all that counts. So by reducing your draw weight, you're going to hit that target in there far more often than you would uh, by having a draw weight of, like, say you have a draw weight of 4 to 6 pounds versus a draw weight of 9 to 11 pounds. You're going to hit that far more times with a lighter draw weight than you would the other way around. That's the thing I got to say. Now, if you're going to be hunting, your your goal should be to have a fast enough ammo to stop whatever it is you're shooting. So that does change things up a little bit. Having a light draw weight, you can put many shots on your target over and over and over again in a row. With when you're out hunting, all you need is one. So a quick warm up in the morning before you head on out. Make sure that you're on target, you're shooting nice, and then hit the trails and start shooting. And that's that. Morning, Leon. How you doing, buddy? Oh, I don't make them at 3/8 thick, man. My cores are 3/16. 3/16 or a 1/4 inch. I can't remember now. It's 3/16. I think I got. Usually, depending on what kind of work goes into them and what materials I use, I sell them for around 175 USD. It's kind of wild, you know. I showed a little video just recently of that flipper that we're shooting at today in the catch box, and it's pretty good and beaten up. Like, I've hit that thing for those of you guys who watch these lives on the weekends. I've hit that thing. I usually hit it somewhere between 100 and 200 shot. Hit it at least 100 and 200 times in a live, and that's. And I've had that thing up for over a year, depending on how long my live is. If I do a 3 hour, we're looking at somewhere around 200 shots that we're putting into it. But we're just tagging it today. Tagging. Oh, every time I start talking shit, I miss. Just scored a fat 0 shooting against South Africans. Huh? I don't understand. I think you are, Leon. I think you are the oldest. Doing all right this morning. It's fucking hot out here today. It's not even noon yet. It's around 28 degrees. It's really hot. Been shooting all morning before it got crazy. Yeah, fuck, man. It's really hot, man, today. It's been hot. It's been a hot summer. It started off kind of chill, and then it's just slowly but surely been getting worse and worse and worse. The summer was like pretty decent. I was like, okay, where's this super hot summer we're supposed to have? And then we had a couple weeks ago, I had to go around buying all kinds of we call them squinchers. It's like a Gatorade style drink for shops and stuff. And anyway, we've got like 15 water coolers throughout our building. And I put them all, I put one of those big giant Gatorade squish bottles all over the place. And when it winds up being like 40 degrees outside, it's like closer to 50 inside. So we have to make sure that all our employees are hydrated, not gonna fucking fall over and collapse. So we've been feeding them this electrolyte stuff. It works pretty good. But we had a couple of days, man. It got so freaking hot. It was just stupid how hot it got outside, and then in the shop it was brutal. That week that I was on my trip was the worst. We had it was 35 degrees outside, regular temperature, and then you throw in the Humidex, and you're well into the 40s. I'll tell you what, that those electrolytes when I was out in the bush was definitely was definitely it was definitely needed. Saved my ass, really. The wild thing, I was really looking forward to making a video on that whole trip, and I bought this new GoPro style camera. It's not a GoPro, it's some other fucking brand. And I got out, started filming, having a fucking great time, got some amazing footage. And the audio sounded like somebody was running a motor. You couldn't hear anybody talk, nothing. And it was just like blah 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 through the whole thing. That's all you heard. So all the audio, all the explanations of the spots that we were in, all the fucking, talking about the campsites and the setups and all that shit, useless. Useless and unusable. So I don't really know for sure what I'm going to do with all that footage. If I'm going to still try to put something together or what. I don't know. Oh, I just caught it, man. We had a good run there. Yeah, we could chat. We could chat D's. We could definitely chat D's. I'll see if I can put something together and get going. I'm gonna have to make some. I'm gonna have to make some more. Get some more cores made up, but. I got a little bit wild with strong, violent language in the group. With kids in the chat. Yeah, I have a hard time with that too sometimes, man. Really? I really didn't think anybody was all that interested, man. I hadn't had anybody reach out or anything like that, and I don't know. I really thought that I don't know. Actually, we could talk about this together. I'll keep that one out of the chat, but I'll tell you what I think or what I thought or think is going on. I don't really know, but anyway, we'll chat in person about this. Yeah. Exactly. Just hit me up sometime. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. I've got a after this live, I've got to do some work around the house, and then I got a dinner tonight. But I'll hit you up in a couple of days, and we'll see what's going on. It's just the sending shit back and forth from Canada to the U.S. is a bit of a pain in the ass now. So we'll have to see how we can get by that. Yo, Dale, how's it going, bro? Try ship it to Bolivia. Yeah, I bet. I bet. Yeah, it's got to be a real pain in the ass. Eh? See, I don't even know how many times we've hit that target so far that we've been live. I mean, I've only been live for 22 minutes, and we were stinking it up in the beginning, but we got dialed in, and we've hit that thing a whole bunch of times. We definitely hit it more than we've missed, so that's pretty good. And I'm really hoping before this year's over, I could punch a hole through the center of that thing. We all have our goals in life, and that one is mine. Is to kill a Skorgan flipper with 1/4-inch steel. Yeah, we've been at it for a year at least. Just about a year anyway. It's got to be a year at this point. I can't remember what time of year he sent them to me, but I got a second one in that catch box that we're going to switch to. And he had these ones with the little metal chips in it, which is what I'm shooting at now. And I was concerned that it was going to have some ricochets, but it didn't. I ended up hitting it a whole bunch of times and never had any ricochets. Anything more than a regular standard bounce out from hitting a flipper. And it's been taking them. And I'm really hoping I can just chew a hole right through the center of that thing. And I got a nice little crack going around through the back of it, so it looks like it's coming. But we've been tagging that thing over and over and over again. I could tell you what, I want a marbled carbon fiber with an aluminum cord red G10 Avro. Oh, nice. Ooh, what the hell happened there? See the flipper? I don't know if you see it. It's like it jumped straight up. I might have broken it. Got to hit it one more time. See if we can knock it down. Maybe it's just hung up somehow on one of the. Oh, I think I know what happened. I think the I've got a squirrel ball hanging on the left of it, and I think I hit it and it flipped around on top of the second row. Yep, that is what happened. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So these freaking bands are beautiful. Like, I freaking love them. I freaking love them. They're great, great bands. They feel nice. They shoot well. And the one thing I really need to get down to the bottom of it is basically how many shots I can get through a band set. And ECST was a blast. I got 10th place out of 42 amateurs. Nice. Nice shooting, man. Oh. Anyway, we'll see how all this turns out. But I don't know. I'm in love with my Avro. I think there's a lot of people that like them. I know. I know. I had a couple of really nice ones went out. I sold one to a guy with a beautiful color. The inside of it was like I can't remember what color it was. It's some kind of blue. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like a aluminum core with a black liner. Oh, sorry, no, aluminum core with the blue, and then it had a carbon fiber face on it. And I made the clips. I made the clips with a carbon fiber face, and that one, it was actually one that I was planning on keeping myself, and then somebody just made me an offer I couldn't refuse, so I let that one go. And yeah, it's in good hands. He's loving it still, so that's kind of neat. Oof, lost my mojo there. I don't know what happened. I shot a 90mm Nova for everything I was planning on shooting. PFS for everything, including speed. Oh, nice. You know, I've never shot a Nova before. I got to get one of those. And a lot of people are talking about them. You know, you hear great things about them, but I've never shot one before. I've never even held one in my hand. Oof. Yeah, whenever you hear that really high-pitched crack, that's a dead center punch. That's right in the center. Doesn't get any more center than that. And whenever you hear that, that's a miss. Yeah, it's hitting the curtain in the back. There we go. There's another dead center shot. I think I'm gonna have to be. I'm gonna have to redo that catch box soon. It's looking in pretty bad shape. It's all chewed up and beat up. And the sun's really gotten to it. When I first had that the catch box set up, it was you could hit it with a shot, and the shot would bounce off the plastic. And now it just rips right through. Just rips right through, and it's like I don't know, it's pretty bad. I'm hoping to find a better material to use. And I'm thinking about the next time around, instead of just hanging it off the fence, I'm going to hang it off the fence, but I'm going to put legs on the front of it and have the leg support it to keep it straight all the time. I think it'll be better that way. Oh man, stinking hot out here. Oh, there's a miss. Well, Mark just canceled our BW Quadico trip. Dang fires, but now I might swing aim. Oh, that sucks, dude. Yeah, the fucking fires are bad. Fires are real bad. It's kind of the whole fire situation is kind of fucked up, you know. Our government's kind of fucking retarded. I don't want to get into this too much, but you know, we had something like 200 firefighters from Mexico come up to Canada, and they're like, oh, you know, we got thanks to the the president of Mexico for sending up people, and we really appreciate it and all that stuff. And but yet there's been 2,000 American firefighters up here helping us out the whole time, and they don't fucking mention them because we're too busy trying to make America our fucking enemy. It's just like, man, this fucking government, they gotta go so badly, so badly. You know, they're so focused on using Trump as a bargaining tool about how he's gonna fight against America, and it's like, god damn it, bro. You know, we've been fucking brothers for fucking years, fighting in the same fucking wars. You know, helping each other out for as long as our two countries has existed, and here we are with these fucking globalist clowns trying to fuck shit up, and it's really pissing me off. It's even more pissing me off is all the fucking clowns that are fucking out there with their fucking elbows up in their air when they should be shoving them up in their ass. You know, fucking talking like they know anything about anything, and it's just a fucking disaster. Anyway, I'm done. I'm done with my political rant for today. Yeah. Yeah, that trip to Quetico would have been fucking epic though, dude. That would have been something else. We got something going on here. Hold on a second. There we go. Make sure nothing's getting blocked here. There we go. Should be good now. Yeah, I'm already starting to look for new routes for next year. I got to make sure I can. I don't know how many more years I'm going to be able to do this. So I'm trying to, I want to get as many trips in as I can before I can't, I guess you could say. So next year we're looking for another decent trip. I don't know what I'm going to do just yet. No, we'll see. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, we'll see what's up with all that. And you know, if I can get another trip going, I probably won't be able to get another one in this year, but next year, if I can get another trip going, I would like to do something like in between 60 and 100 kilometers. Whew. Yep, definitely lost my mojo. But it should be a lot of fun. Get out there and do some fishing. It was wild though. We had some crazy fucking weather, guys, man. Like when you're in the backcountry and you get a fucking tornado warning. So the tornadoes and fucking forest fires are the two scariest fucking things that could happen out there, really. But it was kind of nice. We didn't have to worry about any ticks. There was absolutely no ticks up there. Well, I'm not going to say there's no ticks, but we didn't see any at all. In the 4 days that we were there, bushwhacking and portaging and all that shit, I didn't see one tick. We didn't have one tick on us. We didn't see a tick. We didn't see anything. So it was kind of nice. And we saw a couple of snakes that didn't have any ticks on them either, which was kind of cool. Out here, fucking ticks are everywhere, man. Crazy. Although this time of year they kind of slowed down, but there's a miss. Can I hit a coin? Sure, I can. Chickens. Yeah, I need chickens. Yeah, I'm working on my wife on letting me get some chickens right now, so we'll see how it all turns out. I wouldn't mind getting a couple of chickens. I'm allowed 6 where I live, anyway. And I got a nice little spot around the kind of side of the house, or even back on this side of the house. And we can, you know, just let them. We all need chickens, 100% these. Yeah, just let them cruise along the fence line and pick up all those little blood-sucking bastards and call it good. I just have to find a way to keep them out of my garden. I don't want them digging around, fucking up my garden. The garden's doing great, so. Whole bunch of nice, clean, organic food. Cannot go wrong with that. And I've been pretty lucky with the bugs. I've had a little bit of a problem with some potato bugs. Not potato bugs, but cucumber beetles. I've been going around from time to time, throwing some diatomaceous earth on them, and just dumping them into a bucket of soapy water. Just hand removing them. I get out there in the mornings and do it. But they've been doing well. Yeah, me too, Dees. Tomatoes are slow to ripen. I've got my Sartre Rollois right here. They're doing really well. I don't know if you can't even see them there. Hey? Yeah. I got my Sartre Rollois tomatoes right here. They're doing pretty well, looking pretty good, but they're still small. And then over on this side, I've got all my onions curing on the table here, and I've got my sweet 100s here and my Barry Crazy cherry tomato. I got to repot this guy. I'm probably going to do it today. And then over on the other side, I could show you that too if you want. But I've picked a lot of potatoes. I've got so many fucking potatoes, it's unbelievable. I made a mistake this year actually with the potatoes, but here, have a look. I'll turn you guys around. Am I able to zoom in? It's not letting me. Yeah, it won't let me for some reason. Usually it does. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I got all my carrots down there in the front with some cauliflower, and you see that empty thing. Where is it? Right there. That's got some cabbage baby seedlings growing in there. I've got my spaghetti squash right there. Spaghetti squash growing right there. Right behind the spaghetti squash is potatoes. I got some cauliflower in the front of the back bed with some bunch of tomatoes growing in the front, all San Marzanos to make some sauce. And then on the back side, you can't even see it anymore. Behind the two trellises, I've got another row of tomatoes over there. I got some beefsteak and some more San Marzanos with some dragon tongue beans and cucumber. And I got some garlic, and I've picked all my onions. All my onions are picked. They're all, zoom me back out here. They're all here. Some of them are cut small, but they all flopped over. It's probably my fault. And a little bit of garlic too. Garlic did all right. And I've got some more seedlings, some lettuce here, some cabbage here. They're popping up. Yeah, so the garden's doing better than expected, I guess you could say. So I'm happy with that. Gotta go. Take it easy, Sam. Raised bed, yes, sir. Still eating good this year, 100%. Through bush, no garden will lead to the back. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I want to... When did I plant? Okay, so the potatoes, the onions, garlic, all went in April. We had no snow there, so I planted them right away. Look great. Got the beds built, threw them all in buckets in March, and I kind of placed them outside. Once snow was gone from the backyard, I put the barrier, and then I put my raisins in there, and then I put in the what did I put? Potatoes, garlic, and onions, and the carrots. I planted the carrot seeds also. Carrots took a little bit longer to pop up, but it came out great. I pulled my garlics a little early. They still came out healthy, but I think I could have gotten them bigger if I left them in a little longer. Yeah, my audio is all screwed up. Really? Fine. Hold on. Probably my phone. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know what happened. But yeah. Anyway, I planted them. I want to get 2 more beds put in for next year, and maybe a third one, a third like a 2 by like a 1.5 by 2 feet wide by 8 feet long or something for the side of the house. I want to plant all my lettuces and stuff in there. It's a good little spot. It gets some decent sunshine on the side, but not all day blasting. So it'll be a little bit better for the lettuce. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'm really happy with the way that turned out, man. I'm gonna have so much fucking food in there. It's crazy. I had some troubles though. The 2 squash plants when I bought 2 plants, one butternut squash, one spaghetti squash from a what they call them, pepiniers here, garden center. And then I planted butternut squash seeds and and spaghetti squash seeds, and I planted them all. All of them turned out to be spaghetti squash. All of them. So I had 2 plants of each that turned out to be all the same thing somehow. I don't know how that happened, but so here we are with a shit ton of spaghetti squash. And I had pickled cucumbers and regular cucumbers. The pickled cucumbers stunk it up. They just didn't fucking work. So I ripped them all out and I replanted some Lebanese cucumbers. Those seem to be going good so far. I've got the seedlings popping up, so I got enough time to the end of the season. I pulled out I cut my my purple cauliflower. If you guys have seen it on Facebook, I've posted some pictures of it. I posted my purple. I pulled my purple cauliflower. I still got 2 more going, and they were fucking delicious, by the way. And I've replanted cabbage, so I got enough time from now to the end of the season to get some cabbage. So it's looking pretty good. Yeah, my neighbor's got a nice garden too, and we swap some food back and forth too. She's a super nice person over there, super nice lady. That's strange. Usually cucumbers grow like crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I think my cucumbers, I put them out in the last week of May, and it was still going a little bit cold at nighttime, like 5-6 degrees. It had a couple of days where it dropped off, and I think it got cold stunted, and that's what happened. The pickles on the other, or sorry, the cucumbers on the other side are doing really well. They came back, but the pickle ones did not make it. So that was that. So I think next year I'm gonna wait until June, or at least wait until all the nights have gone up to at least 10 degrees before I plant my cucumbers and my pickles. It's a learning experience, I guess. But we'll get that dialed in for next year. I grew 2 different types of cauliflower this year. I did Romanescu. It's like a really green looking, row-body looking cauliflower. It didn't grow very well, kind of looked ugly. But the purple cauliflower came out absolutely stunning, and I'll be doing those again for sure. They're really, really, really delicious, and they grow really well. They're absolutely beautiful. So those will be done again this year. And once I'm done with all the earth in those raised bed gardens, no, sorry, not the raised bed gardens, but the grow bags that I have them in, I'll be taking that soil actually at the end of this year, and then filling up all the fucking holes that my dog dug, and see if we can get those all cleaned up, and I'll put little cages or fences around them so we can get the grass to regrow. Anyway, we'll see how that turns out. Going to do a winter garden? No, not up here, man. I don't think I can. I can get some stuff going into about the 1st or 2nd week of October. After that, it really starts getting cold. Anyway, I'm gonna push it as long as I can, but we'll see. I was thinking about possibly putting like one of those little teepee things over the top of it with some of the see-through plastic to kind of keep some of the heat in, to push it in to as long as I can. But I don't know if I'm gonna go that far. Ooh, when did I stop growing weed, huh? Questions. I prefer not to answer. We're not allowed to grow weed in our province. What taper do you prefer for quarter-inch steel? I shoot 18 to 12 with quarter-inch steel. Make a coal frame? What do you mean a coal frame? Yeah, we're not allowed here. Yeah, because you see, oh, you're in Virginia? In the States, I definitely don't have a deal with super extreme cold temperatures like you do up. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, it gets to we get plus 40 degrees in summer. Usually for a couple, like maybe about a week's time, we get really fucking hot, and then we get minus 40 in the winter. Usually for about a week or two. It's two really huge extremes of weather that we get up here, and it gets pretty dicey up here. You gotta be gritty, and the more north you go, the worse it gets, right? So. But I like it. I like it because you can do all kinds of things here. Like you can have a great time outside enjoying the weather in summertime. You know, hit some beaches, do all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun. And then wintertime, you put on the snowshoes, go hiking, go cross-country skiing, go ice fishing, all that stuff. That's fun too. Minus 40 is crazy. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. It's pretty wild, dude. Like, there was a while back I did a video on how to make a pulk on my old channel. And for those of you who don't know what a pulk is, it's basically a sled that has a harness on it. And you could take a couple of poles, like PVC poles, and you cross them, and they attach to your harness. So while you're walking, and if you're hiking and you're going up and downhill, you can carry quite a bit of gear with you. And if you're walking down a hill, you don't have to worry about the sled crashing into your legs. It'll keep the distance from you at all times. So anyway, I was making one of these because I'm a Canadian idiot and I needed one. So I made this thing for winter camping. So I was able to put all my gear on there, put my snowshoes on. I could hike into the bush, set up a tent or a hammock and sleep there. And anyway, I was making this pulk, and in that video, I take a cup of water and I throw it up in the air, and it just came down like ice crystals. And everyone's like, "Oh, that's bullshit. That's no true." Blah 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 blah. And anyway, say what you want, but try it yourself, man. It doesn't matter. You can use cold water, you can use hot water, you can use any water you want. Throw up juice. It will come down like snow. It's cold like that, man. Good to start plants, and you can grow plants in an enclosed garden. It sits low on the ground like a box with a glass top. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I've got a room upstairs that has a south-facing window, and I can start a lot of little seedlings on there. I have these kind of things here set up with a kind of little dome that sits over the top of them, and it works quite well. In that respect, that works quite well, and it's got a little light inside to get things started. Once you get them started, I just take the lid off, and then when it's warm enough, I come out here to kind of harden them off, which is what I'm doing right now. I know it sounds kind of crazy because they're so young, but I put them in the sun, I take them out of the sun, I put them in the sun, I take them out of the sun during the day. When the sun starts shining on this chair down here, I put them on the chair, let the sun get to them, and it works great, man. It works great. Keeps them from getting too leggy. And when it comes time to harden them off, because they're already growing in the, we'll call it semi-full sun, so they get to feel the full sun. The hardening off process doesn't take as long, which is kind of nice. It's kind of annoying when you take the sun, you take them out for 2 hours, then you take them out for 4 hours, then you take them out for 6 hours, and fuck all that. just too much work. Hammock winter camping, burr. Yeah, when you're hammock winter camping, that under blanket becomes key. You know, and I think a lot of people have the same issue when they're hammock camping in winter. They bring their under blanket, but they haven't found a way to set their under blanket up properly to where it's touching the whole part of where you're sleeping under the hammock without any gaps, but at the same time you're not compressing it from being too tight. And once you get into that, once you figure all that out and you get that setup done, usually what I do is I lock it all down with carabiners, so it's just clip and go after that point. But I know a lot of people have a lot of problems with their under blanket moving around on them or not making proper contact. You know, with it slipping around on them, or it's too gappy, or it doesn't seal around the front end of the hammock or the back end of the hammock enough. But as soon as you compress your under blanket too much, you end up becoming it ends up not working. So when you should be nice and cool, when you should be nice and warm at nighttime, and your under blanket's good for like minus 20, and all of a sudden you're freezing your fucking balls off. Well, that's why, it's because it's too compressed. We're shooting Discord against South Africans this morning. Oh, sweet. You got some good shooters down there? I'd imagine I had a few of them pop up on my channel. I've done the thermarest under the back trick, but hard to remove yourself to pee. Oh yeah. You know what I started doing earlier on? It was kind of like a quick fix for really cold weather. I used to be a scout leader back in the day, and when my son was younger, he was in Cubs, and I used to help out with the scout group. And I showed up. We had a winter camp. We called it a winter camp, but it was in the first or second week of October. And I was sleeping in my hammock, and everybody was like, "Oh man, you're crazy. You know, you're gonna freeze at night, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "No way." And you know what I used under my sleeping blanket? I didn't have an under blanket at the time, but I used for years. You know those things you put in your windshield to stop the heat from coming into your car, or to reflect the heat? It's like a bubble pack with a silver shit on it on both sides. I laid that down inside of my hammock, and I slept on that. And man, I was fucking toasty warm. Those things, even in winter camping, I'd originally used that as a layer between the snow and my I had a Climax Static V bedroll that I used to use. I had like an R value of 4 or something, like 3.5 or 4, which is usually like a good three season pad, not for winter. But throwing that other thing under there, I did not feel a lick of cold coming from the ground, and it was minus 15 when we were sleeping outside, directly on the snow. Awesome. Those things, it's a good hack having those things, man, and they weigh absolutely nothing. So you carry that thing. It's a little bit bulky, but it's like a really plastic, really water repellent thing. It doesn't absorb water at all, so you could just throw that on the side of your pack. Not really worry too much about it. Have it go under your bedroll at nighttime, and then you're fucking good. Toasty warm. I've never slept in a hammock. Oh, buddy. I'll tell you, it's sweet. It's sweet. There's a couple of different models out there. I really do like a gathered end hammock. I've tried one of the ones with the bars in the middle. I find them to be a little bit on the tippy side, and it's hard to get comfortable in them. You have to sleep kind of like a banana. But on a gathered end hammock, if you get a nice wide one, you can sleep kind of. So if your 2 points are here, but your body is like this, going this way, you can sleep pretty flat. And I'm a side sleeper, and I can get on my side, no problem with that, and sleep beautifully all night long. And I've got a small outdoor. It's an outdoor research. I think it's outdoor research. I have an outdoor research inflatable pillow. It's got some fuzzy shit on it that makes it feel like a normal pillow, so your head doesn't stick to it at night, and it's really, really nice. Hallelujah. What's up? What's up, Shades? Brother Shades. Ah, there's a miss. Perfect timing. Just sat down to eat some sausage and mash. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. No peas. What's going on? I sleep. Oh, yeah. So you'll be absolutely fine on there because you could definitely sleep on your back on that. Nice and flat. Very comfortable. Good morning. The killer. Not forgetting the broccoli. Oh, yeah. Broccoli's great. Are you just a butter and salt and pepper guy, or do you slap that thing with cheese? Getting heckled by a fly here. I'll sleep on my back, hoping the missus is going to climb aboard. Absolutely, eh? Okay, that's just a leaf. Turn this around here. There we go. Yeah, I had a little trouble. I found that sometimes when you got those little branches with the tomatoes hanging off the side of the hanging over another leaf, sometimes it pinches off the nutrients and they get all wonky on you. I just noticed that now, so I fixed it. But anyway. Is that tomato? Yep. I got some tomatoes over here. These are Sartre Roy's tomatoes. I got one of them's got a split in it, but everything else is doing fine on this one. And then I've got some cherry tomatoes over here. I got some sweet 100s and some Barry's Crazy Tomato, cherry tomato, just growing on the deck. And I got some cucumbers down here, and I got some more cucumbers down there, but I just planted the seeds. So I got enough time. I got enough time to get another harvest going from. Got enough time to get another harvest going for cucumbers. So I figured, why the fuck not? I like them, and so does Benny too. Actually, I come out here with Benny a lot, and we're just having some fun in the yard. And I'll pick a cucumber over. I'll snap it in half, and he has a half, and I have a half. He likes his tomatoes. I caught him pulling some carrots out of the garden too the other day. Little fucker. It's okay. He likes it. It's good for him too. I got my quarter inch steel from Walmart, 500 rounds for $10. Wow, that's crazy. We get 3,000 rounds. We get 3,000 rounds for 36 Canadian here off of Amazon. Usually I buy them by twos, and I've actually shot through almost all my 10,000 rounds that I had purchased last time. I think we might have got a punch through there. We'll have to go back and check that out a little bit later. Maybe when we finish this magnet, we'll go down there and we'll check out the flipper, see how it's doing. I'll be very happy if we get a punch through on there. It definitely did a weird hop, skip, and a jump on us there. We hit it dead center, but it didn't make that crazy noise this time, so maybe we finally punched through it. Bands are still looking good. Should probably do a band check. We've got a good amount of shots through it so far. Oh no. That one was dead center. It definitely didn't punch through it yet. Oh man, I'm sweating balls out here. I'm looking at Amazon, see if I'm still watching. Cool. Just going to share your live back in a minute. Okay. What bands are they? 0.4, 0.4. These are 0.4 shades. Shooting 0.4 Ghost White. I'm going to be shooting the video very, very soon. And I've got 600 shots in that. Well, I had 600 shots. Minus what we put on there today. It's got to be somewhere around 100, 150 shots. Somewhere around 100, 150 shots we had on the magnet this morning. So we'll see how many we get through. I don't think we'll get through the full 600, but well, definitely not today. And I doubt we'll get through that with the bands too. I mean, 600 shots is a lot of shots through a band set. I've had some band sets that have gotten really, really high, but that's only, it was like a one of with Omega Slings. I've had a band set go around 1,000 shots, slightly over, but most of the time we're hitting around that 500 shot range, 500-600 shots. Which is pretty freaking good. I mean, that's a lot of shots to fire through an elastic band. What else have I had? I had a Precise Cyan actually get quite a few shots through it, and but for the most part they were dying around 400 shots, 300-400 shots in that range, which was kind of normal, I think, for the most part anyway. The ones that really surprised me were my pickle forks. I've got one with Ghost White on there, and I've got another one that I've been shooting at. And I've been shooting at it with it so long now that I don't even remember which bands it has. I thought for sure it was Omega, but now I'm thinking about it, and it might actually be Precise. But they've been on the band set for so freaking long, it's just ridiculous. I can't even tell you how long they've been on there now. How many shots I've put through those pickle forks. Like, look at this. I'll see if I can show it to you. I'll put this guy in my pocket real quick. So look at this. It doesn't look like Cyan or Omega. And I think the only way I'll be able to find out, actually, when I come back here, if I really peel these back, it changes color to like a greeny color. So it might actually be Omega. It might actually be Cyan that I have on here, but I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure anymore. Look at them. It's like they're brown. They've been on here for so freaking long. I've had so many shots through these things, and they're still not showing any signs of wear. I'm assuming that at some point, these things are just going to let go and fucking snap and hit me in the face. I don't know, but they just won't go. So anybody who's seen me, this is the first band set that I've ever put on this pickle fork. I've done like 7 or 8 lives with this thing, It's still going strong. The bands just won't die. I took them on my trip. I shot them with them. It just won't die. Won't die. They're still going. But they've been on there so long now, I can't even tell you how many shots I've had on them. So, easily 1,000 shots. Sorted. Omega, Cyan, and Sniper Sling, all 0.6. 1,000 shots with them. Yeah. Now, as long as you don't overpower your bands, I mean, you see the shots. I mean, we don't have a chronometer out here right now to test these things, but just shooting these 0.4 Ghost White at that target, I'm letting it go. It's hitting. I got 0.4 steel, and we're getting a heavy leather flipper to flip around 2 or 3 times. We're getting decent speed with these. And we're getting decent speed with these. They're shooting just fine. They're impacting just fine. I mean, we're getting plenty of crack. You can't complain with that. Let's take a shot at that little yellow squirrel ball, see if we can get it. There we go. Boom. I'll take that. That chipmunk ball. There we go. Fucking no way. That's wild. Fucking the Avro's on fire. Okay, let's get that top left. Oh, there's a miss. So the bigger one out of the 3, I miss. There we go. Might as well finish off with that top right 40. Beauty. Some good shooting for you. Is that frame thinner? No, this is about as thick as the one that you have, Shades. I prefer the thicker brand. So I've got the 3 mil or the 1/8 thick G10 on here. The liners that I have in here are 1.5 mil, and then I've got 3/16 of a aluminum core. So it's about the same thickness as the one you have. I actually prefer it to the thinner ones. I should have brought that little fan out here and stuck it on the table there to blow on me a little bit. I might actually do that because it's fucking cooking out here, boy. Oh, you didn't see? Oh, you saw the chrome and black, not the red? Yeah. So that's what I did. I got the chrome or the aluminum in the inside with the 1.5 millimeter and then the 1/8 on the outside. So it's just about as thick as yours. And actually, for those of you guys who haven't seen Shades Avro, that's probably one of my favorite builds, if not my favorite wrap and tuck build I ever made. He's got a beauty. Some toxic green and some carbon fiber. Beautiful. Wouldn't mind making another one of those, actually. That was really nice. Yeah, so I figure when we're done this magnet, we've got taken all these shots. Before I go back and reload, we'll go down there and have a look at that flipper and see if we've punched a hole through the center of that thing yet or not, or if there's any more damage than the last time. Those 2 little squirrel balls that I got down there, I got those from Luke Stroud. Luke sent me those, and they're a lot of fun to shoot. And actually, if you're looking for a target that will never ever quit you, those are it. You can hit those things 1,000 times. They're like a soft foam. I think the only thing that'll kill them is probably the elements. But I don't think you'll ever shoot through one. They're small, light, and soft, so they can take the impact. They flip around kind of nice, and they settle down quick. It's kind of nice. I've had the Omega ones too. They're a lot of fun, but for a different reason. Because the ball is so heavy, and that when you hit the ball, the thing starts swinging around. And it'll swing for quite a while. So you got enough time to reload, settle in, and time it, and try to hit it at the top of the swing so you can catch it on the move. Now my record, and I've done this live, I think it was 4 times. It might have been 4 times or 3 times. I can't remember now actually. But I hit it 3 times in a row while it was wiggling. So I'd hit it once and it would start shaking around. I hit it again and then again, which was pretty nice. 4 or 3 times. I can't remember. I might have gotten the record. Off camera, but I know I for sure hit it 3 times in a row on camera live. On one of my lives. Oh, you see, that's why I'm thinking I might be sending it right through. Do you hear that sound? That was dead center. It didn't make that much of a noise. I think maybe half of it split. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what to think. We got a few more shots. My one is lovely though, because it's mine, the best ever. Yeah, I don't know. I love this slingshot though. This slingshot is probably by far my favorite slingshot I own. I mean, I know it's just me talking shit maybe, to some of you because it's because I made it, but I made it to what I like. So I like slingshots with a pinky hole. I really like they're reasonably short, wide forks. I can get my hand up close to the fork tip. All of that I like. I like my fork tip to be kind of sharp, so you can see here. That's a nice little 90 degrees, so you can really dial in on smaller targets. That's what I like about it. So. That's what I like about it. You can really, really dial it in on small stuff, which is cool. Put an ass whooping on targets. It's just fun. It's fun all the way around. I've got the front side of the Avro very sharp, and I've got the back side of the Avro rounded off nicely, and that's all by design. I like to use parts of my hand as reference points so I can always put the frame in the exact same spot. And I find all of that will help your accuracy a little bit if you could always wind up in the exact same spot on your frame. It'll definitely aid your setup. And then once your hand knows where the frame is supposed to be every single time, then all you have to worry about is your anchor point. And once your anchor's set up, it should eliminate all the guesswork on your shooting. So I don't know. For me, the Avro is the bee's knees. I freaking love it. Miss anything here? I'm working on a beautiful white and maple natty. Nice. What's up, Eddie? cadaver was just a wannabe Black Widow. A wannabe Black Widow. Yeah, maybe. I should put a little wrist brace on it. All right, I got 6 shots left, and we'll go down and check that flipper, see if we put any real damage on it. All right, last shot, then we'll go check that flipper and see if we did any damage. Here we go, and that's got to be at least 150 shots out of this mess. So we were just about right to the top. That's how much we shot. So I'm thinking around 150 shots. Let's put the old frame in the pocket, keep it nice and safe. Let's go down there and have a look and see the damage we've done to that flipper. I don't know if we actually did anything to it, but I'll flip it around and show it to you. Whew. It's looking pretty chewed up. All right, so there we have it. Really seen better days. Oh, did we get it? The fuck was that? Nope, not yet, not through. It's definitely taking an ass whooping, but not through yet. Man, these things are tough, dude. I'm telling you, this has been up there for a year. Never came out of the catch box. Winter the whole time, just nonstop ass whooping, and it's still going. Still going. This one too, I've only hit it a couple of times. I don't shoot it that often. This one I shoot at often enough, but it's so small. These are those squirrels. This one's like I think this one's like a half inch or 11 mil, something like that. And you can see this has been up in there for a long time too, and it's starting to crack a little bit. But that's only on the side where, see the color difference? That's only the elements just chewing that up. And then the other little guy here, this one's like the size of a, I guess like a 8 mil steel, something like that. 9.5 maybe, 9 mil maybe. But that one's taking some good shots too. Oh. Actually, while we're over here, I'll show you one of my giant spaghetti squashes. Look at this. Look at the size of this monster. That's my hand. Thing's freaking gigantic. I got a whole bunch of them under here. Look at that. A couple of them over here. Another nice one. Another nice one in here. That's my hand. It's only about half of it. There's another one over here. And another one in there. Another one over here. Another one there. A couple more flowering. But in here I got a bunch of huge ones too. There's another nice one. Big one up there. Another one there. Another one there. Another one there. They're everywhere. They're doing great. And then I just did a harvest of cucumbers, so you're not really going to see anything in here, but they're pretty much all gone now. There's one. There's one. It's on its way. It's doing pretty good. But the Yeah, they're out of control, man. And I think we're getting another one popping up here. That's good. Yeah, so I got some cucumbers I just planted in there. It's pretty decent. Anyway, enough of the garden talk. We'll get back to shooting. That's what you guys are here for. But I'm pretty happy though. It's the first time I've ever planted any. It's the first time I've ever planted any squash, and it's doing real well. Any progress on your pickle fork since we last chatted? No, I actually got to send you that picture of what I got going on. I did one of them. My first. I'll show you my first draft. It looks really fucking cool, to be honest. But I gotta get that. I gotta get that settled because I needed a little bit extra length in the handle because I wanted the handle to be the same as the Avro, but the forks were gonna be more like a pickle, but still with the Avro shape. So it's gonna come up like this, come across with the 27 millimeter fork tips, with that small little. I've kind of got the gap coming down like this, and with rounded corners and then flat at the bottom, just to mimic the same Avro fork gap. But I don't know if I'll be able to stick with that. I might have to just round it out, but we'll see. One side of your garden's turned into a rainforest. Yeah, I know. It looks wild, eh? Yo, Peace of Slingshots, what's up? The garden's looking fantastic, man. It's there's so much shit in there. It's ridiculous. I've been picking food out of there for a couple of weeks now. I've got a shit ton of potatoes and everything. It's just like fuck. It's pretty nice actually. I'm really looking forward to getting some. I'm really looking forward to getting some tomatoes ready though. I've got my first one that's starting to ripen up now on my cherry tomato. It's a nice bright orange at the moment. It's a sweet 100 variety, which I'm looking forward to tasting for the first time. And anyway, next year is going to be very different. This year I went more for trying to think ahead for saving food for like the winter and all that stuff. And all that's cool and it makes some sense. But I think next year I'm going to have one bed that's going to be for my San Marzanos, where I'm going to grow them to make my tomato sauces and all that. And then I'm going to have another bed where I'm going to put in a bunch of different varieties. So this one I have here, the Sartrelois, if they grow well and produce well for me this year, I'm going to take the seeds for it because it is an heirloom. I'm going to save the seeds and I'm going to replant them next year. If I like them. But I also got some pineapple tomato. I've got some Dancing with Smurfs cherry tomatoes. I've got some chocolate cherry tomatoes. I got some sweet 100s. I've got some sun gold. I'm going to be planting a bunch of stuff. And I think I'm going to do is I'm going to grow a lot of the indeterminate ones down here right under the deck and have them kind of grow up the deck onto the gazebo. Instead, I'll just have to make sure I keep myself a nice little shooting window. Yeah, maybe we'll do it over here too, so I can actually keep the floor of the deck open, but still have it just growing from the outside and see how that goes. So anyway, but there's gonna be a lot of different varieties next year. And I think once I've figured out which ones I really like and prefer to eat, we'll be going from there. And I'll eliminate the ones that don't grow well and keep the ones that do. I'll also I don't know, figure out some things. I've got 2 other beds I want to put in there. One of them I want to grow some strawberries, and then the second one, well, I'm debating if it's going to be like my my lettuce and herbs, or maybe I'll throw in some cabbage and stuff because I like making kraut and sour and coleslaws and things like that. So I don't know. It's something to think about. We'll see what we're going to do with that. Also, I've got that little bit of Irish blood in me who likes his corned beef and cabbage, so. Yo, Numbskull, what's up, man? You growing all that veg is quite impressive. You'll have 2 foot of snow tomorrow. Yeah, pretty much, man. Yeah, we once we hit October, once we hit that first week of October, we're we're looking at some sketchy weather. We've had snow in October, so it's something to think about. It was like I was telling you about that camp I did with the scouts in October. Everyone else everyone else was in tents, lying on the floor with their bedrolls and stuff, and we had a couple of the well-seasoned scouts actually get really cold at nighttime from the cold kind of working as a cold sink and just sucking the warmth out of their bodies. And I was toasty warm in my hammock to the point where I was almost sweating. It was kind of crazy. It kind of sucks because I really enjoyed that, doing that kind of stuff, teaching the kids the outdoor skills and all that things, and had a lot of fun with that. But unfortunately, the politics ruined it for me. Too much politics in there, and cliquey groupness and weird stuff, and I don't know, it ruined it for me. I was out. What have you been shooting, numbskull? What frame? Oh, afraid shot, cool. I got a nice natty from Shades too. It's absolutely sweet. Freaking love it. Ooh. Yeah, my original plan for out here was to grow the plants up here, and I attached a string up on top of here to kind of run the vines along the top, but it doesn't seem to be working out all that well. I mean, I got one starting to turn and go, which seems to be okay, but I don't know. I think I probably should have hung the string lower. It might have helped out a little bit getting the plant to get some more sun that way. I may try to attach another string down at the bottom here, and then go from there, and take another one of the branches that I had there and slowly kind of have it cruise along the side. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. Maybe I'll just let it grow and flop over. Who cares? We'll see. We'll see how it works out. But I've got this little chipmunk that keeps on popping up over there, and he runs into my. I've got a couple of grow bags over there with blue Russian tomatoes in them, potatoes in them, and the little bastard keeps on digging up my potatoes. So I get that he's hungry. I get it, but if you're gonna dig them up, you better eat them up. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? If you're gonna dig them up, you gotta eat them up. I left a couple of carrots over on the backside for him, so maybe he'll just... Fucking bugs, man. Maybe he'll just go after those and call it good. If we can get him to do that, that would be sweet. Maybe it's the wrong idea. You're just leaving them out there, and they end up... All I shoot now is 6.5. I have 6.5mm Nova aluminum gapper. Oh, sweet. I started shooting I have the S Nix from Sniper Sling. It's a nice little gapper too. I have a lot of fun shooting that thing. I love it. It's really heavy though, but I like it. There is one of those Sniper Sling frames I got to try out. I always forget the name of it, but it's all black. It's got a pretty cool shape to it. I want to give those a try. No, I've never seen the one you gave to Knuckles. You know, it's wild, eh? Ever since I've switched over to that constrictor knot, all my troubles that I had at the pouch end have gone away. There's no more slipping. There's no more color running. There's no more early breaks, chips, or nicks, chips, scuffs, or scratches. There's no more having to roll the bands, roll the stuff over. There's no longer having some good or some bad crystal string. 1 millimeter straight up, 1 millimeter butcher's twine, and you're golden. I have no more problems at all with any kind of slipping. The bands do not move at all. You know, thinking about it now, if I was still shooting 8mm steel, I probably would have shot through this flipper by now. Maybe not. Who knows? But I mean, I started shooting 8mm steel on that flipper, and we slowly but surely chipped away at it to the point where it's now. And I switched over to quarter steel, so probably all half of last year I was shooting 5/16. And then the last half of last year and all of this year I've been shooting 1/4-inch steel. I don't know. It still had the metal chip in it when I was shooting the 5/16 though. But we've knocked the metal chip out since then with the 1/4-inch. I don't know, it's hard to tell, man. That's some serious flippers. Oof, fucking bunch of misses there. Maybe it's time for a sip of coffee. Oh yeah. And I have a piston gapper from Josh Hicks. I got in a trade. Oh, nice. Very nice. Oh, there he is. There he is. He's up in the window protecting the house like a good dog should. Oh. Well, we're definitely a good 200 shots in, I would say. Pretty close anyway, maybe even close. We're probably by the end of this we'll be around 300 shots. That's about half, eh? I would say somewhere around half. The jar does flare out, so letter spinners don't last me long. They last a couple of days. I shoot the center out of Spanky Monkey, and 40 just killed it yesterday. Yeah, the Spanky Monkey, although they're really cool, they're nicely made, but I chewed through mine pretty quick as well. The other two that I've tried are these ones from Scorpion, and the other ones for Timber 26. I still have a Timber 26 in my other catch box there. In both of them, actually. I got one that looks like a pig, and another one that's just like a 40mm flipper. It's been in that catch box now for about 2.5 years, and it's gone dark brown now from being in there so long. But I don't shoot at that one very often. I do most of my shooting up here on the deck, shooting at this catch box here. So these ones take it. They take it all day long. So I'm pretty impressed with these. And there isn't a plastic flipper that lasts as long as a Wasp one. I've tried a bunch of them. Those funny white leather pleather ones, the fake leather ones. I kill those quick. The only plastic ones I've ever tried that really last are the ones that are made by Wasp. They're freaking fantastic. Oh fuck, I'm missing like crazy now. I definitely need to get a spinner from Scorgan. FYI, probably won't last long. Yeah, we'll see. I know Hawk's been shooting at his for a long time, and he has the same opinion as I do on these. And he shoots 9.5 millimeter steel, and he's got the center hole punched out on his, but he's had his for a long time. We got ours around the same time, and he's still popping away at it. So, and he shoots long draw, which is faster than what I'm shooting for sure, with a heavier ammo. Have you tried the Timber 26 ones? The thick leather ones that Omega used to sell? I don't know if they still do or not. But I had those in the catch box, and I never actually shot through them because it's a big thick wall of them. They got really fuzzy around the outsides, but I actually had it spinning around the cord so many times that it actually cut through the loop. That's where I killed it. I'll tell you what, man. I can't wait for that spaghetti squash to be ready. I love that shit. 1911 cut at 280 3/8 steel. Nice. No, I haven't tried Timber 26 spinners. I shredded a 6-layer thick leather spinner in one day. I shot it all day long. Oh wow. What kind of speed are you getting off of your band set? 0.45 with a 1911. That's got to be going pretty quick. Oh, there's a miss. I'll take that. I'm actually kind of shocked that this one here hasn't had the same problem by flipping over that shock cord. I thought either the shock cord would have given up, or the flipper would have worn out through the loop. But no, man, fuck, I don't know. I'm pretty impressed with these flippers. At least for my style of shooting short draw and light ammo. I mean, it's the best bang for your buck. I think they're gonna last me forever. And if I remember correctly, I think I got another one of those. I can't remember if it's a metal chip one or a red. one of the red center on it that I still got going on in there. But if that's the case, I still got, fuck, another 2 more years of shooting. Going through all that. 290 feet per second, yeah. So we'll do a little band check here. Everything is really good. We must be somewhere close to 300 shots, I'd imagine. Once we get through this, I'm assuming. Yeah, you know what? I thought the metal center was going to ricochet too, but I didn't. It didn't ricochet any more. It didn't ricochet any more than just a regular hit off of the flipper. So like it's just a tiny little metal chip in the center. It's not a big metal flipper like one of the metal spinners that you've seen. But I agree with you on the metal flippers. The metal flippers can be dangerous, man. I had one ricochet and bounce straight back. It hit me in the lip. I had one hit my house. I had one hit my neighbor's house. So when it comes to those metal flippers, I had to get rid of them. When you're shooting them in the beginning, you get little ricochets. It's not so bad, but when they start to cup a little bit, they really start to fly, and that becomes a big issue. So I had to pull them from my shooting range. Although I'd still use them in my Steers Wild Slings catch bag, and when I'm shooting in the woods outside, I like to use those because they make a beautiful sound when you hit them. And I took a small ATO sticker and I stuck it on the target side, so it shines up pretty nice. It pops up. I would like to get those. Get my own brand of targets one day. That would be really sweet. I've killed my stairs bag. Shot a hole through the number 3 long holes. Oh no. You just ended up punching a hole right through it, Shades? So how many days until that World Cup? For those guys going, they must be pretty excited for that, I'd imagine. Going to another country to kick some slingshot ass. That's got to be awesome. Made some leather spinners, a 5-layer thick 20mm spinner, and destroyed it. It took 2 weeks. Huh. So what's your go-to when it comes to spinners then? What do you like to shoot the most? What lasts the best for you? Uh-oh. I think I might have just heard something. Well, maybe not. Kind of makes you nervous when you hear that little tick noise. You know your bands are on their way out, but I didn't see anything. So far, so good. A 80mm wasp. They must be indestructible. Five-layer, 20mm leather spinners. Over time, they turn into a pancake, and they last a good while. Yeah, that's what I liked about the Timber 26 flippers. Is they were really thick. I think it was 3 layers of 3/16 of veg tan leather, sewn together in a solid piece with a burnished. It looked like it was burnished and glued. So they were pretty fucking tough, man. Like I put a good ass whooping on those things, and they kept going. These ones here too. I think these are 2 layers, 2 maybe 3 without the chip, and they've been going for a long time too. So, but it's really thick. They're really thick leather. Really thick leather in there, veg tan, high quality. I know some places make it at a splits, and I find the splits aren't as durable. The Spanky Monkeys, though, I will say this, they're probably some of the prettiest out there. They're really, really nice looking, different colors and all that stuff, but I've chewed through them pretty quick. Brandy does a good job on them, though. Like, she sews them up. They look great. But I'm wondering if when putting them together, they should be glued. I think that might help them. Might help them last a little longer. But definitely very, very nice looking. And functional. I mean, they do the job. They just don't... You just can't get a shit ton of shots through them. Oh, still good. Man. How long we've been at it for here now? We're coming up, yeah, we're 10 minutes short of 2 hours. 2 hours of shooting. Probably coming up to around 300 shots. It's pretty fucking good, man. It's pretty good. And it's constant shooting too. Like every now and then I'll take like a little break or so. And chat with you guys, but for the most part, it's pretty much constant shooting in good heat. With a sweaty face and oily fingers from ammo. In and out of the pocket. I don't know. To me, so far, this is a win. We've done some pretty accurate shooting with it so far. And, yeah. Pretty good. I love how that happens, eh? Yep, we're shooting pretty accurate, miss. It fucking happens all the time. Every time. Yep, but I'm impressed. That's pretty badass. Oh, they're out of business, really? Brandy hung it up. A can of expanding foam with 0.45 and 9mm. I bet that's a blast, eh? Yeah. You talk about that insulation shit? That thing must fucking shoot crap all over the place. That would actually be fun to shoot. I shot a can of a compressed can of whipped cream one time with a 9.5, and that sent shit all over the place. It was actually kind of dangerous too. The can went ripping all over the place. It was flying around like a freaking rocket. spinning in circles all over because I hit it kind of low. It was like a helicopter just jizzing all over the place. It was it was fucking crazy. Yeah. I shot a couple of paint cans too. That was kind of fun. I tried to shoot one of the paint cans with a match beside it, see if we can get a good explosion, but it didn't work. The paint went spraying out of it. Same thing with the lighters too. Out of all the times I've tried shooting a lighter beside a match and trying to get it to catch and kind of flame up, I only managed to get it to happen once. All the other times it just blew out the match. It was kind of weird. It blew out the match with gasoline or lighter fluid, whatever. You know what I mean. Yep, it surprised me too. Used a pop-up tent as a catch bag. That's awesome. What looks like an elephant trunk? You got poison ivy under your foreskin? Oh shit. That sucks. Yep, I think the next time I make a catch box for over here, I'm kind of debating if I should make like a freestanding one with a little curtain that I can just roll up, and then I could roll it back down. It'll keep it dry inside, and I won't have to worry about my balls getting rusted or any kind of water or shit getting in there. Last year after winter, I came back out and there was a squirrel or something that packed a bunch of nuts in there. Oh, there's a miss. But I think that might be the way to go. I can possibly set up some kind of device where I can just pull a cord from here and it'll lift the curtain up and then push the cord down and it'll drop the curtain back down. I don't know, I gotta figure something out, but I think that'll be pretty cool. Yeah, so I got 2 more shots on the magnet, 1 in the pouch, and then we got to be somewhere around 300 shots. My hand's starting to feel it though, I'll tell you that. We've been going pretty hard now for about 2 hours. Yep, last shot. Here we go. Last shot, then we got a refill. We'll do a band check, and we'll refill, and we'll keep going. Here we go. I'll take another can down by my shelter and video it. Yeah, that would be cool. Ugh. All right, so we went from a full cup to now past a half cup. And now we're down to a quarter cup. I don't know if we're gonna get through all of these, but man, it's a lot of freaking shots. 2 hours. Oh, 600 fucking shots in there, man. Instant wall insulation. Yeah. That's pretty freaking cool. I fired that shit into a bee's nest once. I had not a bee's nest, but a wasp nest. I had a wasp nest down here and I had an old can of that shit. And I just waited until nighttime, fired that, filled it right in. Problem solved. Filled everything up, blocked everything out. And we were good. I'm just gonna chat with you guys for a bit, give my hand a little break. It's a lot of shots we've taken so far. Have I been working? Yeah, I have been actually. I've been working on a pickle fork. I've got a pickle fork in the works. An Avro pickle fork. So it's basically going to have the same handle as the Avro. I'll show it to you here. I wanted it to resemble like a baby Avro. So basically it's going to have the same handle as the Avro, and it's going to come up to a pickle fork shape. So basically if you take these two forks and you pinch them in and then just make that gap a little bit more narrow, that's what it's going to look like. So it should be pretty neat. So the handle will be the same to about here. I guess it'll come up to about I think it's about 50 millimeters I decided to go with, because I'm trying to keep the big forks on there still. And I'm just trying to figure out a little bit how long I want the forks to be. Because if I want to make a clip version of it, because I know some people like clips, some people like wrap and tuck, but I want to be able to put them both in there. So if it's going to be wrap and tuck, I'm just going to have it go up the same height, but I'm just going to put a groove in it. And if it's clips, I'm going to come back down about my 15 mil that I use, and then put my screws inside and call it good. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I've got it kind of drawn out on the first draft. I'm going to make a pickle fork. I'm going to make a prototype of it and see how it feels, and do some shooting with it. I'll probably do it live and just give you guys a quick look at it and what it's going to look like, and go from there. But it might not be the final. It might not be the final draw, unless I really like it. Then if that's the case, then I'll keep going with it. But for the time being, I think for the time being, that's pretty much what I'm working on. It's just a big lack of time I have to be able to do it. There's always shit going on here, but once I've got that settled in, I got to get some more. Basically, what I want to do is I want to get that done, and then I want to have a couple of templates, I want a couple of templates made for it, and then once I get my templates made, I'm going to send the template out and have some cores made at a machine shop out of aluminum. And then I'll be able to have a good sturdy template, and it cuts down a lot of the work for me. I was cutting out all my own aluminum in the beginning, and it takes forever. And when I do those double core slingshots, I cut those out freehand. I don't use a template for those. I can't really use a template for those because the router and the router bit that I have will not cut through aluminum. So yeah, it gets a little bit dicey. But it'll be pretty decent. If I had a bandsaw, it would be different, but the saw that I'm using currently, the Blade Runner, is decent, but not as precise as I would need it to be able to cut out a really close, nice blank, we'll call it. So what I've been doing in the past is just having having some aluminum what do you call them, cores, machined out for me, and I got them for a really good price. But I've lost that contact. The guy retired, so I don't know if I'll be able to get them again. I'll have to shop around and see what I can get. I put my glasses on just in time to read your comment. Yeah, it'll be pretty decent though. I think once we get once I get the shape all dialed in, we'll be able to get some cores done for the pickle fork, and then I can really start making some cool ones. The pickle fork has got lots of options, and it's small, and I can make all kinds of things done with it without having any kind of issue and causing problems. or having too much leftover, too much leftover, stuff that's small that I can't use, like materials and stuff. And once I have all that figured out, I'll be able to, uh, use up all the other stuff that I have lying around, make some cool looking slingshots, and hopefully put some Avro pickles in people's hands, which would be pretty badass, I think. Oh, there's a miss. I'll take that. I've only been stung by a wasp once. That's because I drove a pile from the nest. Oh, man, I'll tell you what. I've been stung quite a few times when I was used to do landscaping back in the day. We had this really nice area that's pretty close to my house, and they had this beautiful garden that goes down to the water, and there was like these. It went down like in these tiers of these big stone walls, like retaining walls with all the things in them, and then you had like the garden going through, and then you drop down to another level, and it did like 5 or 6 of these down to the thing, and you had like a football field all the way down to the water with various planters all the way down. It was fucking gorgeous. But I was walking down along the side, and I was pruning this juniper tree to look like a bonsai, and I stepped on a stone, and it kind of rocked, and I got swarmed by fucking bees. Or by wasps. I got stung so many fucking times. It was not funny, man. My legs and my back just got fucking totaled. I had to go running. I just dove into the water to get them off me because I couldn't get them off my shirt and I was alone. It was really, really bad. And another time too, we had an old car that was in our driveway that was an old Oldsmobile that was in our driveway that had been there for a while. We were thinking about fixing it, but not. And then one day I was out raking the grass and raking the driveway after cutting the grass, and a fucking swarm of those bastards didn't like the sound of the rake scratching against the driveway. They came flying out, and they fucking got the exact same leg too, a bunch of times. Those little bastards got it though. I ran inside and I grabbed like a big sheet for your bed, and walked right back outside, and I just fucking reached under the hub of the car, grabbed the whole nest, and squashed the fuck out of all those little bastards. And it turns out that on the back side of on the other side of the car, when we called the guy to come and scrap it, there was 2 more nests on the other side, and he got stung a bunch of times too. The guy that came to the tow truck came to pick up the car. He got stung a whack load of times. He was so pissed off too. He was like, "Why didn't you tell me?" So we didn't know. My son went and got rid of the one that was under there already. We didn't think there was going to be more, but yeah, it was pretty bad. He got stung up pretty bad. I got stung pretty bad. I've been stung a bunch of times though. Hornets, bees, bumblebees. They sting you, but it just sucks because the fucking stinger stays in you and they die. But usually they'll be like, I've got clover all over my yard here, so usually you're outside shooting, playing with a dog, or whatever. They just go about their shit. They don't care. Wasps are assholes. Like around the end of the season, in late September, early October, they start freaking out looking for a place to stay, and they just start stinging everything around them. Out detecting every time at night. You get a horsefly buzzing around you. I have a video of a wasp fighting a fly, trying to chew the rear off and not sting it. It's excellent. Oh wow, that's cool. Yeah. We had when I was on my trip, we had a constant battle against deer flies. Deer flies were really fucking bad. They were deer flies and horse flies. The horse flies weren't so bad because they're kind of slow moving. Wow, starting to fall apart here. They're kind of slow moving, But the deer flies, man, they're like, fuck, they got eyes on their asses, man. They can see everything around them. And they're really fast. So they're sitting there chewing on your leg somewhere, or your back, or your neck. And as soon as you try to get them, as soon as you move or anything, they're fucking gone. I had so many bites from those things, man. Just chewing up my ankles on the canoe. And they were falling. We're way out there on the water, too. And they just fucking follow you right out. They don't care. Yeah. Yo, what up, Hawk? The orange spinners from Simple Shot. I have not tried them. Oh, I know what one you're talking about. You're talking about the one with the 2 loops on the end? Is that the one you're talking about? To tie them out? Because, yeah, I've tried them. I bought them. I tried them. I put them onto my catch box, and they just kept on twisting up and causing problems. I fucking hated them. I threw them away. If for those things to use them like that, I mean, don't get me wrong, they definitely seem durable. I think they're going to last a long time. But for them to be able to shoot them without getting twisted up and getting caught and anything like that, you'd have to add a swivel to it. And for me, I didn't like that. For me, that was useless. I mean, you could probably hang them, you know, like this, so they kind of swing this way or whatever. But I don't know. For me, I didn't like the hanging method of them. I much prefer a flipper with a loop on the top than those 2 little tie-out spots. Yeah. So far, I'm assuming we've surpassed the 300 shots mark on these bands. I don't know exactly how far we're into those 300 shots, but we're in there. So just to show you guys where we're at, for those of you who joined the live, this was right up to here, filled with ammo, and there were 600 shots in here. And this is where we're at, what we got left. And this is what I got left on the magnet. So we're definitely deep into the shots. Yo, what's up, Kyle? You want to try the Spanking Monkey, Barefoot Slinger, Simple Shot, and Wasp? What's good, ATO? What's good? Everything's good, man. These bands are pretty damn good, I'll tell you that. We're shooting the Ghost White today. We're doing the longevity test, how many shots we can get out of them. We've got many hits on the flipper. We've checked out the flipper today too. We still have not punched a hole through the backside of it yet. Although we do have like a funny little split line going through it, which is kind of neat. So maybe we're getting there. But the quarter inch, I don't think it's got enough weight to really do a tremendous amount of damage to it. But it's okay. We'll eventually get through it. I know the red ones, this one's mine. This one's mine. I had a couple, I have a green one also, that I have, which had an issue with it. It had a little damage on it from a what do you call those things? A router bit. The bearing broke and the whole thing popped up and kind of took a big chunk out of it. So I decided to keep it. It was a really nice one, aluminum core, the whole deal. .45 Ghost White. Ghost, I max out about 100. Bearings is too heavy. Maybe. Yeah, you should probably be shooting... if you're shooting long draw, that should be okay. But if you're shooting short draw, you probably want to bump that up a little bit. They last a bit longer than the Wasp? Oh, yeah? Oh, long draw. What's up, Brian? Yeah, maybe maybe it's maybe it would be better with 0.5. I don't know. I don't really. I haven't shot the Ghost White with long draw at all yet. Only with the pickle fork, and I'm shooting a. I think it's a 12 millimeter straight cut or a 10 millimeter straight cut. I can't remember what I did with that one. I thought I beefed it up a little bit to get a little bit more speed. I'd have to check it. The original one I did was a 10 mil. Hey Hawk, how did you guys do today? You're out there kicking some South African ass or what? How did it go? Vincent, what's up? Joseph, how you doing, buddy? We're out here doing our thing with some with some Ghost White. I'm struggling now though. I've been shooting for a long time, and we're around a little over 2 hours in, and I've been pretty much shooting non-stop. We're about 300 and something shots in, and the bands are still going well, but my aim is starting to dip. I'm starting to fade now. I'm getting tired. It's a lot of shooting. I want 0.6 Ghost, the Purple Hawk handle it, but I don't know the thickness of them. I think they're 0.45. I think he uses. I think he sells. Oh, he's got a bunch of different sizes though. But damn, I'm sorry, late. Sounds like a good longevity out of those bands. Nice. Yeah. Look at this, Joseph. So I counted out 600 shots this morning, and we were right up to the top of the right up to around. Hold on, we're here, right up to around here with the ammo. I showed the container in the beginning. I've loaded the magnet 3 times, and we're getting there, man. So the longevity is pretty good. I figured it would be best to come out here and do it live, and I'll add the information and the link to this live when I do the review of the bands. When I do the review of the bands all set up, with the maxed out, just to get the speeds and everything that we can get an idea of how fast we're shooting and what the potential is. But these bands, I just cut them to where I would like them, and we've done really damn good shooting today. I mean, I struggled in the beginning a little bit because I hadn't shot in about 2.5 weeks, maybe closer to 3 weeks. But since then, we've been once I got dialed in, we've been having some really damn good runs. I'm sure I haven't really been counting, but I'm sure I got some runs in this video that were somewhere around 15 in a row, 10, 15 in a row, a couple of them. So it's pretty good. But the bands are holding up. You know, and when you're shooting long sessions like this, it's not easy on the bands either. They, you know, stretch, retract. They don't get a time to take a break. But it's kind of interesting. We'll be we'll see how many shots we end up getting out of this whole batch. I'm gonna post it on Facebook after too, just to give everyone an idea of how long and how many shots we can get through it. And that's if we get through the whole tray. I don't know what I'm gonna do. We shot over 600 shots and the bands are still good. I guess I'll open up my backup batch and we'll keep going. Gotta run, everybody. Enjoyed hanging out. Later. Take it easy. Second place, Joe. Yeah, shooting long draw for me, it's 0.4, 0.45, and that's pretty much it. I wouldn't shoot 0.5, 0.5 or 0.6. I don't think. I have shot 0.5 in the past, long draw, but I cut them very long, so the draw weight reduces quite a bit. But I actually got an injury from doing that. One time I was shooting 0.5 long draw, and I was out here shooting live with it. And when I shoot, I hold my pouch like this. So I know some guys like to shoot down with this way. I can't do that. It gives me wrist problems. So I started shooting like this with my thumb up, long draw like this. And I ended up getting a wrist problem with that also. I had a funny wrist issue inside of my inside of the corner, or the inside of the backside of my wrist. And I had to stop shooting for like 3 weeks. I couldn't do anything with it. It was really annoying. Put my hand down like this, like to push up, like trying to get off of a chair or a table or leaning on something. It just really shredded my wrist. I don't know. I just don't think long draws for me. The way I shoot a pickle, it kind of solves that issue, because so instead of doing a thing down or a thumb up, I do it sideways. So it's like a neutral. It's like a neutral wrist position, right? So I just pull back like this behind my ear. I make sure I make my T, and when I let my arm kind of rest at this point, and I can feel the bands coming across just under the corner of my eye, it feels great, and I'm pretty decent with it. So it works. It's crazy what they're redoing with the latex these days. I love it. What's up, beautiful people? What's up, man? ATO, you look marvelous. Why, thanks, Al. How you doing, buddy? Always good to hear from you. The wind is dropping. Oh, yeah. No wind, no rain. Shades, you got to get out there, buddy. It's important. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to give up, if it's going to be me or the bands. But so far, they're absolutely tearing it up. I wish there was some kind of AI thing I could drop. I wonder if I could do that. I should probably download this video after, drop it into AI, and ask them how many times I hit the target and how many times I missed the target. It would be interesting to see the data on that. I wonder what it would use, if it would actually pick it up on the screen, or if it go by sound. That would be kind of cool to see. Ah, there's a miss. Only the shades know. The legend. The man, the legend. Hawk Purple may be one of the fastest .4 bands out there. Hey, how did that little tournament go this morning against South Africa? Did you guys kick some ass? Every now and then I punch that center and it makes that funny noise, and I think I might have ripped through it, but we went and checked it today, and there's a long way to go through there. I have now become AI full time. Is that what it said? This is AI Triano or is this Al Triano? What's going on? I thought it was Al. I've been calling you the wrong name all this time. Yeah. We're 2 hours in. I'm on my second coffee. Whew. We've hit a lot of shots. That flipper's taking an ass whooping today. But it would definitely be cool to see how many hits, how many misses we had on that flipper. I'm sure it wouldn't be perfectly accurate, but I'm sure it'd be pretty close. There's a miss. What time is it there in Canada, Mark? Is it 1:04 in the afternoon? It's 1:04 in the afternoon? It's 1:05 in the afternoon here. Most people think it's AI. I go along with them. 11:05 there. Whoa. Where you live, Co-op? Or Coop? Call it Coop W? Anybody see Scorgan this morning? I haven't seen him yet. I'm kind of curious to see if we're going to wear out the loop first on that flipper, or if we're going to chew a hole through the center. I don't know. Usually it's the loop that dies on me first. I spin it around the cord so many times that it wears out the loop. Got a nice run. Shouldn't have spoke though. I'm going to ruin it right now. Oh, there we go. Still going. Oh, there's a miss. Oh, Alberta. Nice. Well, that magnet's getting thinner and thinner as we go. I'm assuming we're somewhere probably around 350, maybe 400 shots. He was pardoned. Oh, pardon. Oh shit! It's 6 p.m. Every time, Mark, I'm on the loose hours. Time to warp. Alrighty, buddy. You gotta run. Run. It was good chatting with you, though, bud. We still should figure out a another time. I gotta get a live done with Leon, and we gotta get another live done with you. Get you on here. We'll do a little shoot and chat. Oh, I ain't going. Oh, okay. I thought you were splitting on me. Mark is on. I lose hours. Oh, okay. I read you wrong. It's a time warp. Okay. I was I don't know. I was reading with my left eye, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know, man. I don't know how many these bands are impressing me so far. So far, we're looking pretty damn good still. We got to be somewhere around 400 shots. We're getting close to it. Probably after this, I'm assuming we got somewhere around 200 left in there. Anyway, that's some wild shooting right there. I'm already, for me, for the amount of shots we've taken already, these bands are already a win, which is pretty damn cool. That's a lot. That's a lot of good shots with a decent speed, and I don't know. There's no complaints on that in that respect for me. And we're hitting that flipper good and hard with these small ammos, enough to make it flip and shake and hear a good crack. It's perfect for plinking. I don't see anybody hunting really with a 0.4 bands unless they're shooting long draw or going after some small birds or something, you know. Maybe mice. I don't know. I'd have to get a penetration test done on this, which we'll probably do pretty soon. Maybe well, this week maybe. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, but so far, if anybody wants to know the details on this, I usually, for plinking and just shooting, like we're doing here today, I've got my taper from 18 to 12, and I cut just across the top of the band set. So I'm looking at 150, so 140 millimeters, 135 millimeters my active draw length. And I'm very happy with the speed. It's shooting very flat at around 11 meters, and it's got plenty of hit on a big old heavy flipper with a 1/4 inch steel. The draw weight's nice and light. It's pretty damn accurate. I don't know, and the longevity, it seems to be pretty damn good. I mean, we're pushing 400 shots somewhere around now. I'll have to see when I get to the end and I count them all up, but I haven't even rolled left-handed cigarettes yet. I'll do it when I'm watching. Put this phone down as I got you on the telly. Nice. When the pink lake ducks has a tear, it lasts 30 more shots. Nice. It's funny, sometimes you have bands that'll get like a small tear in them, and I've had some bands just continue to shoot for like another 50-60 shots, and then I've had some that you shoot once and you shoot the next shot, you hear it go tick, you shoot the next shot and the band snap on the exit. I've had that happen too. It's kind of weird. And there's bands like BSB. The .45 BSB was one of my favorite bands I've ever shot. The way it felt, the way it shot, had crazy speed, but every time the bands broke, they broke and they tore up the band set and snipped off the side, so you'd always get something coming back and snapping you in the face. And yeah, that was the problem with the .45. That's why I kind of gave up shooting BSB. That and I had a couple of rolls that got to me that were, the quality control was just terrible on it. I had some that were like, it's supposed to be .45 or .5, for example. .45, we'll use it. And some, when I checked it with a vernier, it was .52, and then on the back end it was like see-through. You could actually see through it. It was so thin. And I was kind of, I didn't want to, ruin the guy's business or anything and talk shit about him. But, I mean, in the future, if I ever saw something like that, I would be taking pictures of it and sending it right to the manufacturer and saying, hey, what the fuck? But I bought them off of slingshooting.com. And that has nothing to do with Burning Skull bands. They just sell their stuff. So, and I know if I would have sent it to GZK and said, hey buddy, what's going on, if I bought it from him, he would have made it right. But slingshooting.com is a little bit different, although they got some cool shit on that site. I don't know. I when I buy things from there, it's kind of like I don't know. Take it as a loss if it doesn't work out, because if I ever had to send something back to China, it would cost way more than the item cost itself. So kind of a waste of time, I guess. But they got some really cool stuff on there, like the pheasant head I've been shooting for like 5 years. It just won't die, and I bought a spare head for it too, and it's still going strong. So that's a mixed thing. Needs longer getting mixed. The purple and pink strip tear rather than straight. Yeah, I often wondered that if it made a difference on how you cut your elastic. So let's say you've got your 6 inches going this way, and then you got your 150 millimeters, and then you've got your 2 meters going down. I've often wondered if it makes a difference using this side, or cutting down this way, if it makes a difference in how it cuts. But hey, how's it going, John? Long time no see, buddy. Can you use tire inner tubes for bands? Yeah, you can, but it's very, very bad. It's slow and it doesn't last long. Love 0.45 bands, definitely my go-to. Yeah, it's good stuff. No worries, man. I've been having a hard time getting people into my show recently. I don't know what's going on, but I went from getting like 20,000 views to probably at the end of this 3 hour here, I'll have somewhere around 400. Yeah. It doesn't really bother me too much. I mean, it kind of sucks for the, for the algorithm or whatever, or for my stats. It doesn't seem to, bring in the money like it used to. But I mean, so be it. As long as I get my buddies showing up, that's all that counts, really. Yeah, my buddies show up, we chat, we have a good time. We test out bands, elastics like we're doing today. We've got somewhere around 400 shots through this batch. Yeah, but all of a sudden YouTube decided it hated me, and people that should be getting notifications aren't getting notifications, and all kinds of crazy shit. So anyway, it is what it is. I never cut top to bottom, always along the roll. Oh, interesting. I've got a new tactics that will be available soon. Nice. I often thought about getting my own latex made, but I'm very, very picky about it, and I have a feeling that I'd be going back and forth with samples for like 2 years, and I don't really want to get into all that. I just don't have the time or the patience. So for the time being, I guess it'll have to be I'll be shooting bands that I can readily get, that I really, really like, that are reasonably priced. So I'll be doing that. I've got the Omega bands that I really like. I've got the Cyan that I really like. I've got the Neptune Green that I really like. I've got the Ghost White that I really like. I just don't know how easily or cost efficiently it'll be to get it here. But these bands I really do like, and we're 5 shots away from around 400 shots through these band sets. Shooting live on YouTube with you guys today, and we'll see how it all turns out. But I mean, if we can get through all 600, my mind will be blown. These will be really, really damn good bands if that's the case. And we're talking 135 millimeter, last shot, 135 millimeter active band length for a 29.5 inch draw length. All right, I guess we should reload again. It'll be called Toxic Ruby Red. Nice. All right, so we're down to the nitty gritty. Oh, I dropped a couple there. Let's see if I can scoop those up. Hold on a second. I dropped 3 and lost 1. And I picked up a rando. So we've lost none. Except for that one. We'll get rid of that one there. That one's nasty. I think we can get them all on. All right. That's 600 on the magnet. Let's see how it goes. I don't know if we're going to be able to get through all this. I mean, it's 237. Maybe if I really work hard. Oh, I haven't even eaten my breakfast yet. I've just been out here shooting and chatting. Oh, how much battery do we have left? I got to make sure this thing doesn't fail in between. Oh, we got plenty of battery. Shit, we can go to 6 o'clock. Might have to with all this ammo. All right. Let's take some more shots and see where we're at. So let's just hear your opinion so far. How are you guys feeling about the longevity of this elastic here today? We're at least 400 shots in, somewhere around there, and the bands are still going strong. No holes, no chips, no scuffs, no scratches. What would you guys think about that? Do you think that's an acceptable range if the band's broke on my next shot? That's good. Looks like it works well, ATO. Yeah, I'm thinking so, man. I'm thinking so. I know I've had a couple of these things. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes about longevity when you're shooting, you know, like just randomly shooting without counting out your shots. It's kind of tough because you don't really know how many shots you shot. Now, I counted out 600 shots of those things this morning, which was really freaking annoying, by the way. But we got them all counted out. And we've been pounding that flipper all freaking morning. And the bands are still going strong. Now, I don't know if we're just going to keep on going with this thing. It'll be like a ride or die situation. And just keep plinking away until they break. I don't know if I have that in me. It might destroy my wrist, but we'll see. That's a lot of shots for a shooting session. But might be worth it just to see. But 600 shots, man. At quarter inch, it really doesn't take up a lot of space. Oh. Oh, give me a break. Mark, the ever-ready bunny. The ever-ready bunny got nothing on you. Yeah. Whatever happened to that poor guy back in the day? I should weigh them. Yeah, I know what. I was going to do that. But I couldn't find my scale. I put my scale away because I was using it to measure out measure out for. I was making my own electrolytes for measuring out my salt, my potassium, and my magnesium, and I put it away somewhere, and I don't know where I put it. So I ended up having to count them all out. Basically, what I ended up doing was I counted out 5 and I slapped them on the magnet. When I reached 100, I scooped them all off, threw them in a container, and did them by 5s that way. It was pretty quick. It would definitely be better to weigh them though. I did that when I did the other test. I had another one where I was shooting 5/16 and I did something similar to this. I had weighed them all out, and after weighing them and counting them, I was off by 1. Now, being off by 1 could have been a counting error too, but to me that was close enough. Like if I weigh out 600 pieces and I actually have 599, it's basically 600 pieces. Who gives a fuck, right? But I was off by 1, so the scale is definitely the way to go. And if I could find my scale, we'll do that again. We'll do that again, get them all set up that way. Oh, that was cool. The squirrel ball, or the chipmunk ball, landed right in the hole of the flipper, and I ended up hitting the squirrel ball inside of the flipper, so it's like a double hit. Oh, there's a miss. Let's take a break. Yeah, my pouch finger, my hand's not doing. My hand's feeling pretty tired. It's not cramping, but it just feels like really tired muscles at this point. I'm 2 coffees deep now. I've got my my first thermos finished. I'm working on my second one, but the caffeine's not keeping the hunger away, boy. Let me tell you, I'm starting to get pretty hungry. It's about time. But you know what? We're going to keep on going. We're going to keep on going with this elastic. But, I mean, that's all that's left out of the 600. That's fucking wild, man. Hey, Freddy Gatto. Don't bring your bullshit around here. Spread hate somewhere else, buddy. See you later. I can go all day long and not stop shooting and my fingers won't get tired. You get a little dimple in your thumb and your finger. If you've been a few years, let alone a scar on your frame hand. Never had a scar. I shouldn't say this right now, but I've never actually shot myself in the hand ever. Not once. Oh no, that's not true. That's not true. I did it 2 or 3 times live when I was shooting with Andy Latham on a live here, and we were shooting high style. But that's the only time I've ever shot myself. I've never shot myself just regular shooting. Not once. Yeah, that shooting high style was a big nope for me. And it was kind of weird because there was one day I just got it dialed in and I was hitting stuff. And ever since that one day, I mean, it was in the middle of just not hitting anything for the longest time, to trying to figure out how to get it shooting straight. So I was giving it more thumb or more finger when I was shooting, trying to get it dialed in to shoot straight. But I did get the .6 sniper sling yellow. Just build it back. Oh, fuck. Evo Go. I don't know. I had the frame for yeah. The Evo Ergo. I never shot that one. I have the Evo, the original Evo, the wrap and tuck one. I like it. But I had a couple of frame hits on that one from doing stupid shit. I was holding the frame in my hand with the pouch ready like this, and I was throwing stuff in the air and trying to snap shoot, and trying to hit things. And I put two really good dings frame hits on there with 9.5 millimeter steel. I was shooting that back then, and put a couple of good dings in it. And then I was pissed off that I put dings in my brand new Evo, and I was like, fuck. That's what I get for being a dumbass. But now I got the Evo. I still have that Evo, and I got the HGH. And I think I like the HGH better than the Evo. I just like the handle of it better. I find the Evo a little bit too aggressive with the knurling that's on there, and it just doesn't feel comfortable. But the HGH has got those nice little liners on it with the Evo forks, which I really do like. And I don't know. I think that thing shoots great. It's just a little heavy to carry around in your pocket. Let's give it a little rest. I think I was the only person ECST that got hurt. The ammo stayed in the pouch, came back and smacked my middle finger and cut it open. Oh shit. Man, I've never had that happen. I wonder what it is that causes those return to senders, why the ammo stays in the pouch. I know Tristan, what's his YouTube channel called? TTF something. Shoots TTF. He had one come back and it got stuck in his chin. But I don't know what it is that causes that. I don't know if it's a release thing, or I don't know. You know, some people were saying that it's caused by having bands that are twisted up. But I mean, you look at Andy Lowe. Andy Lowe shoots rapid fire with his bands all twisted and fucked up, and he never has a problem. He's never had that problem where the ammo came back and zinged him one. So I don't know. That must have hurt like hell, though, I bet. I think it was shooting football with the purple. But what do you think caused it to stay in the pouch? I'm curious, Sam. What's your thoughts on that? Do you think it was a release issue? Was their bands twisted? What was it? Yeah, you shoot twisted bands too, right? Never had a problem, right? Right, Shades? Yeah, we had a barbecue here for my son's birthday, and we were showing some people how to shoot. And one of my buddies shot himself in the hand too, but he was doing some weird shit. He didn't want to put the pouch on his face, so he was holding it out like this when he was shooting, and he was kind of rolling his hand forward like that. So I don't know if he moved into the shot, or I don't know. I don't know what happened with that, but the whole return to sender thing, I don't know. I can't wrap my fucking head around that. I have no idea how that happens. But imagine that guy Tristan ended up shooting himself right in the chin. Had to pull it out of his chin meat. Yeah. So I guess the next time I do this, I'm going to have to just weigh out 1,000 shots and go from there, because I mean, we're getting there. There's got to be around 100 shots left on my magnet, or 100, 150 maybe, in between there somewhere. And I don't know, the band's still looking great. Like I don't see any wear happening yet. So maybe 600 is not enough. I had tested other bands before in this similar fashion, but just kind of guesstimating how many shots were on my magnet. And I've done it one time with 5/16 where I actually counted them out, but I always assumed that the average was in between 400 and 500 shots. I mean, I've had a couple of bands fail early, but it's not necessarily due to the elastic, but the you know, it could be the rotary cutter, or you know, there's a lot of things that it could be. But so far, I mean, I'll give you a look at the magnet in a minute, the next time I take a break. But we've got, from the big lump that we started off with at the end, we've got, I could see the magnet through the ammo now, which I couldn't do before. And we got the center pretty much hollowed out. Oh, there's a miss. Yeah, so that's what we're looking at. That's all that's left. I mean, I don't know. It hurt like shit. It was pinching the pouch with my middle finger like Zach Fowler. Knuckle did the frame surprise. Knuckle, did the frame surprise you that they shoot? Yeah, so I don't know, man. We're talking like, fuck, I don't know. I'm impressed with these bands. Very impressed. And I think when I'm doing these longevity tests, I think in the future, I think what we'll end up doing is, if I ever have one that fails with, like, say 150, 200 shots type thing, I'll have a backup set ready to go just to see how they go. You know, to see if I can replicate that, and if that's the case, then that's what they get. So when I made this band set, I put a brand new rotary cutter on there, so there's no issue with. Holy shit! I can't hit nothing now. I put a brand new rotary cutter, so we know it's not the blade. Everything is cutting smooth and easy. There's been no movement or sliding. The bands haven't come in contact with any kind of moisture. They were made, tied, stuck into a plastic bag until today. Now, I made these bands live on a YouTube video, and we shot them. And today's the first day that we're shooting them. So, huh? Carrots? Yeah, there's tons of them in the garden. Yep. Or you can take a couple out of your mom's bag if you need them now, and I'll replace them after. I haven't tried the real nice one with my flipper yet. The Ghost is very nice. The only other nice draw is Omega's White. Yeah. Wearing glasses, you have a higher chance of something happening. When you're not wearing glasses, there's a lower chance of something happening. Yeah, I can't shoot with glasses on anyway. Yo, Chad, what's happening? So just to let you know, we're out here testing the Ghost White .4 bands today for longevity. We're somewhere in between 400 and 600 shots. I'm assuming we're probably around 500 shots at this point. Pretty close to it. This is all I got left on the magnet. And we had this whole thing filled right up to the top, right around here. it was filled up with ammo when I started off. And we're still shooting them. I think I don't know. I don't know what to do at this point. If I get through all this ammo, I don't know what to do. I'm not going to be running around to get some more. But I mean, I have some more there, but I won't be able to actually guarantee you how many shots we got through the bands before they died at that point. I might just call it 600 plus and leave it at that. But I mean, this is a good 3-hour shooting session of non-stop shooting for the most part, and the bands are hanging in there. I mean, they pretty much look the way I put them on, and they're not starting to cut at all. So it's just pretty wild, man. It's pretty wild, and I think we're probably, what would you guys say, about 2/3 of these shots have been hits on that target? Somewhere around there, at least. This is a good way to put that Skorgan flipper to test too. Just constantly beat the shit out of it for 3 straight hours, and then move on. Oh, another miss. It's 2 in a row. Let's give it a break. Nice one, Knuckle. As you say, you look good, but not as good as me. CG is a laid-back fella. Oh yeah. I don't know. It's getting kind of desperate. I'm almost through coffee number 2. It's a good thing I downed that liter of water this morning, because I would be a shaken mess with only coffee coursing through my veins. Whew. Man, I'm kind of pissed. I should have fucking counted up more than 600 shots. I really wasn't expecting it to go much more than that, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. All right, we can just scrape all this over onto the front side. All right, so one side of the magnet is now empty, and the other side is back to being fullish. About half capacity, really. Oh, there's a miss. I'll tell you what, though. Right now I'm shooting one of those West Mitchell pouches. It's a Rue leather. It's about 1 millimeter thick, and I really like this pouch. This is probably, I hope this pouch lasts me forever, because I freaking love it. Oh, there's a miss. Maybe all of us here are too sexy for our shirts. You might be right. I would place him right, said Fred, if that was the case, but I don't want to get a strike on my channel for copyright. It's kind of wild. I never thought I could shoot this many shots in a live before. It's very possible I've been underestimating, thinking I'm only shooting like 300 shots or something like that, and really it's more like 500 or 600. Oh, I was all wobbly on that one. You could really tell when you start getting tired though. Everything kind of goes. Hey, take it easy, Coop. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Peace, be safe out there, 100%, bud. You too. I love the kangaroo leather pouches. Me too. Purple pit from Sniper Sling. Nice. Oh, bloody hell, Mark. Can you go away so I can go out? Bro, you can go out and just watch it later. It's going to be up here forever. The internet's got it. You're good, bro. You're good, bro. Oh, yeah. All right, you know what? Whether I hit or miss, we're just going to keep on going until we can get through at least the 600 shots and see. Maybe if I'm feeling up to it, I'll take my backup ammo and we'll go through that, but I don't know how many are in there. There's around 100 shots for sure. I don't know. I was kind of thinking about doing this on my on all my band tests. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I don't know if it's boring for you guys or not, but we're that's a lot of shooting to do in one sitting. That's for damn sure. Not the same. Yeah, I guess you end up missing out on all the banter and the chit chat going on. Oh, guys, look, we got a little chip. I think we should keep going. Till it pops. But we got, fuck, I don't know how many shots we got here. We'll have to count them off. All right, we're going to keep it going. Until it either becomes too dangerous to shoot or they pop. Yeah, it's growing pretty quick now. I'm just going to keep on going, guys, Sorry for ignoring you. I just want to keep on shooting at this thing until I gotta stop. This might be the last one. Can't believe it's still going. Wow. I'm just kind of letting them go into the catch box at this point. But I should just dial it in to get some shots and make it more like a real test, because I got to be hitting them. Bird's causing shit over there. Shit. Okay, when it reaches 50%, halfway cut through the band, I'm going to pull it. Not quite yet, but close. You can tell the band's got less zip on them now too. Okay, just for the record though, I do not recommend anybody keep on shooting bands that are this torn or torn at all. But I definitely want to see what kind of durability they have, and to me they've proven themselves. I mean, we've got over 30 shots on there since they started getting torn. I'm just kind of hoping that when they pop on the exit, not when I have it drawn. Oh. Okay, I gotta call it now. I got 2 cuts. I got 2 cuts, and we'll count out how many ammos we have left. So I got 1 here, and I got 1 here. Probably could have got more shots. All right, how many shots we have here? This is what we got on here. You guys can freeze it and count them yourself if you want. But from what I can tell, we've got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 left. 26 left. So like 574 shots through a band set of non-stop shooting live on YouTube. All right, people in the chat, what's your thoughts on that? Makes me cringe. Yeah, me too, a little bit. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. What do you guys think? And my question for you is not only what you think about that, but have you ever actually tested to see how many bands you get out of an average band set by just whipping up a band set, counting out as many as you got and letting them go and then counting the excess? I'm thinking 574 shots on a 3-hour live of nonstop shooting. 3 hours and almost 15 minutes, so 3 hours and 12 minutes of nonstop shooting is pretty damn good, man. 26 shots left. Yeah, I think so too, Chad. So the Sling Ting, 0.4, and that's thin bands, man. Imagine what the 0.45 or the 0.5 is going to be like. Fuck. Yep, we're going to have to test those. But 574 shots. That's a lot. Yeah. I'm pretty impressed with that. Very impressed, actually. And I mean, we had a pretty good cut in there. We had 2 cuts, and I only called it when the one closest to the pouch cut. No, but I'll try if I ever get to shoot today. I'm sorry, Shades. I'm sorry, Shades. I think I'm probably going to shoot these last 26 shots on this thing here with my pickle fork, and then we'll call it done. We'll get this last few rounds down range, and then we'll call it done. And then probably sometime next week, I'll that's a good number. Prayers and the skin on your fingers. Yeah, thanks, bro. The feeling of my fingertip is kind of gone now at this point, but I think we'll get these last few shots through the pickle fork, and these guys for sure have 1,000 shots through them, 100%. They've been on here for a long time. Anybody who's been watching the channel since I've got this pickle fork, this is the original band set, still going strong, which is freaking wild. It's really wild. 574 shots, man. That's pretty fucking good. Whew. Yeah. After shooting a long shooting session with short draw, pickle fork's going to be a freaking disaster. I'll be happy if we hit it 3 times. 3 times with the pickle fork, with the 26 that we have left. It'll take me a long time to get that dialed in. But imagine, that's 574 shots straight in the 3-hour shooting session, which is pretty freaking wild. I gotta go. Take it easy, Lurkin Sam. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. I can shoot in the dark too. Can't hit anything, but sure is fun. Yeah. May shit me on the carpet. Oh no. Get that pup out, buddy. Get that pup out. Don't worry. Just tell Cooper that I got a couple more shots here left, and then he can go out with his dad. Just aim and pray. Yeah. Oh, can't believe I missed that. That was so close. Just got to get that a little bit lower. Shit, I don't even think we'll get our 3 shots. If I could just hit it once, it would be good. It's been a few weeks since I shot, and then even worse, even longer for a pickle fork. I should have had a couple of can sessions in the middle of the week somewhere. I got a bunch of cans I got to get through. I got a whole bag full of them over there. A 40 mil flipper might be a little ambitious at this point. I'd probably need an hour to warm up and get dialed in. I keep hitting just under it. I'm like so close to, maybe it's me, maybe I'm aiming in the wrong spot. I think this one, yeah, maybe that's right. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that was a problem. I have 2 pickle forks dressed up. One of them's in Sling Ting. The other one is in these mystery bands, which I think might be Precise / Omega. There's 2. But I had, these ones I'd cut way too long. So I think for it to land from this distance with my draw. So I got like, I don't know, 10 shots left to hit to get my 3rd shot in there. So for you guys making your own bands back at home and doing your regular shooting, how many shots do you typically think you get out of a band set? Or do you ever really test it? You just kind of guesstimate by slapping them on your magnet, which is for the most part what I've done in the past. Right, that's it. I'm officially telling you off for spending too much time on the telly. I'm sorry, Shades, but you take it easy, buddy. I got 2, 4, 6, 8 shots left, and then I'll be cutting this down anyway, so you're not going to be missing much. There's a 3rd shot. That's what we needed. I'm feeling good about myself now. We were stinking it up with the pickle fork, but that felt good. Not max though. I got about 500. Yeah. Yo, what's up, Turtle? How you doing, bro? Oh. All right. 2 shots left, guys. 2 shots left. That's all we got. And then I'm going to have me some breakfast. Oh, come on, last shot. Let's get a hit with it. I hate finishing a shooting session with a miss. I guess we're gonna have to. That sucks. Anyway, 600 shots shot today. Each one of them counted out. We shot the Sling Ting bands, .4 Ghost White. We shot 574 shots out of them. We had 26 shots left. We are on our way to 600. Very impressed with the durability and the accuracy of this elastic. Very, very good stuff. And man, what a pleasure. What a pleasure to shoot. So I'll be posting this up on Facebook. Let everybody know what kind of life you could expect out of a band set. And pretty soon you will be seeing the first review of Sling Ting .4 hitting the hitting the YouTube pretty soon. So I'll be getting that done as soon as I can. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. You guys take care, stay safe, get out, practice, be good to each other. I'll see you again soon. Love you guys, freaking awesome. Bye for now. Thanks for joining me. Take it easy, everyone.